My mama is here visiting us, which only means one thing: we're making wara ainab. So first we started off by soaking the rice. We used about 4 cups. While that's soaking, we're going to make our mixture. First we're blending 2 bunches of parsley in the food processor. Then you're going to add that to your bowl, and then we're blending 1 bunch of dill, adding that to the bowl, and then 1 large white onion, adding that to the bowl, and then 2 tomatoes and 1 bunch of green onion, blending that and add that to the bowl. Then we're adding 1.5 tablespoons of salt, about a teaspoon of black pepper, a little bit of 7 spice and kepsa spice, optional, and then a tiny little bit of cinnamon. Don't ask why, my mom just said so. And then about a 1/4 cup of olive oil, and then about a teaspoon of Turkish coffee. Also, don't ask why, apparently it's a secret ingredient. And we also added a tablespoon of pomegranate molasses. Then you're lastly going to add your soaked rice and a little tiny bit of citric acid to make it super sour, and then mix all together. To roll, you're going to take your grape leaf with the rough side up, add your mixture in the middle, then you're going to turn up the bottom, turn in the sides, and tightly roll the rest. At the bottom of the pot, add a layer of grape leaves and then a layer of sliced potatoes. They're so good. And then you're going to add your rolled grape leaves on top. In a bowl, squeeze 2 lemons and then add 2 chicken bouillon cubes. And then you're going to add a little bit of hot water so the bouillon cubes can dissolve. Then you're going to add 2 tablespoons of pomegranate molasses, about a tablespoon and a half of salt, a sprinkle of black pepper, a little bit of the spices we added, a tiny little bit of the citric acid, and then about 1/2 cup of olive oil. Mix that all together, and then you're going to add it on top of the wara ainab. Then for water, you're going to add just enough to reach the top if you're using an instant pot like I am. But if you're using a regular pot, you're going to add a little bit more water than that. For the instant pot, I'm cooking it on high pressure for 30 minutes. But if you're using a regular pot, you're probably going to have to cook it for about 1.5 hours. Once it's done, I like to flip it so that none of the grape leaves get ruined if you're trying to scoop them out. It turned out so good. I hope you guys like this recipe. It's like the perfect sour wara ainab. Enjoy!